Everyone, part 3 of my English revision video. I've actually made this before making part 2 of Eddie Carbone, but that's because I'm kind of stuck on that and I need to do some more reading up and note taking on it. So I'm gonna move straight ahead to Alfieri, and as I said in the first video, I will be putting on a suit. You will be seeing me in a suit. Many of you at Swabersea have seen me in a suit before, because I've been to school in a suit twice now, on sports day and for the sponsored walk, when a bunch of us went in a suit, because it's cool. So yeah, as I said before, Alfieri is the storyteller, it's play narrator, whatever you want to call it. We are seeing Eddie's life fall to pieces in the eyes of Alfieri, who is a lawyer. Lawyers in that time aren't very highly regarded. It's like nowadays, I can't think of a good excuse. It's like walking past someone who you don't really like and you just ignore them, or if you're being polite, you just go hello or good day, or whatever, wherever you're from. And in the opening, it says about how he's not very acknowledged. If I just quickly find it, it was open on the page. You wouldn't have known it, but something amusing has just happened. You see how uneasily they nod to me. That's because I am a lawyer. His first sentence in the play, boom, straight out. He's not very well liked in Red Hook because he's a lawyer, and I'm gonna go get my suit on now because I don't really want to. Actually, I do. Not gonna lie. Any reason to wear a suit? So, BRB or whatever you computer people say. Goodbye. Why do I do this to myself? Let me take these glasses off because they don't look lawyer-like and they hurt my eyes. So anyway, suit is on, hair is not done, and so Alfieri, he appears, it's 3 times, I believe, throughout the play. He does like the sort of beginning bit, like in Romeo and Juliet, 2 households are like indignity. And his first line, which I said earlier, is, you wouldn't have known it, but something amusing has just happened. I think that sort of sets the tone for the whole play, really, because even though it's not supposed to be a comical play, Eddie's downhillness could be perceived as as funny, even though it's quite a serious subject. There's definitely funny bits in it, like when Rodolfo pops up and goes, lemons are green. I love that bit. And anyway, he starts talking about Red Hook, and how dangerous it used to be, and how it's not as dangerous anymore because he no longer has to keep a gun in his cabinet. And he talks about when he first met Eddie and the story of what goes on. Second time we see him is when Eddie actually first goes to see him, which, if you have my edition of the play, this one, the Heinemann, that's right, Heinemann, it's on page 3031, and it's just on about how Eddie goes to ask him about something, about Rodolfo, about stuff. And here, it's quite weird actually. They're just talking normally, and then it goes, Eddie, look, I have my own children, I understand you, but the law is very specific. The law does not. Eddie, with a full of flow of indignation, you mean to tell me that there's no law that a guy which he ain't right can go to work and marry a girl, and you have no recourse in the law, Eddie? Basically, Eddie's wanting to do something and Alfieri's stopping that. And the third time we see him is before Eddie uses the phone, and basically Alfieri's getting quite wound up by him, because Eddie's talking about going to do something stupid, which is do a Vinnie Bolzano, dob his family in for having illegal immigrants, and he's trying to stop him, but at the end, the phone is glowing in light now, light is out, well, not Alfieri, Eddie has appeared beside the phone. It's like, you see here, I'm telling you, I know he ain't right. Somebody they don't want in can break it. Even a mouse, sorry about that. If you catch a teeny mouse and you hold it in your hand, the mouse can give you the right kind of fight. He didn't give me the right kind of fight. I know it, Mr. Alfieri, the guy ain't right. What did you do that for, Eddie? Asked Alfieri quite inquisitively, I think. To show her what he is, so she would see once and for all. Her mother will turn over in the grave. Gathers himself almost peremptorily. Basically, that shows us that Catherine's parents are dead. So what do I do now? What have I got to do now? Tell me what to do. She actually says she's marrying him. She told me, yeah, so what do I do? This is my last word, Eddie. Take it or not. That's your business. Morally and legally, you have no rights. You cannot stop it. She is a free agent. Alfieri's on Catherine's side. And Alfieri can see what is going through Eddie. Basically, Alfieri's a peacekeeper. You know, he's keeping the peace between Catherine and Eddie, and like he doesn't want Eddie to go and do something stupid, possibly murder someone or dob them in. But he's trying his best. For a lawyer, that's what he's supposed to do. But it seems that Alfieri's quite involved in this emotionally as well. The fact that he said he has his own kids shows that he might understand what's going through Eddie's head, but not in the same way, because we know about Eddie's incestuous love for Catherine, and I doubt Alfieri has that for his kids, because that would be sick. But yeah, so Alfieri is the peacekeeper. Oh, there's actually a third bit. Oh, he's in a fourth bit as well. My bad. Alfieri and Marco are speaking, and they're talking about basically the law, and they're speaking to Catherine as well. So basically, it's a meeting with Alfieri. And it finishes with Alfieri's speech. Most of the time now we settle for half, and I like better. But the truth is holy, and even as I know how wrong he was, and his death useless, I tremble, for I confess that something perversely pure calls to me through his memory. Not purely good, but himself purely, for he allowed himself to be wholly unknown, and for that I think I will love him more than all my sensible clients, and yet it is better to settle for half. It must be, and so I mourn him. I admit it with a certain alarm. By the way, I only pause there because it said dot dot dot, and that's what you do when you get a dot dot dot. Alfieri, the good guy surrounded by the nutjobs, in my eyes. By the nutjobs, I mean Eddie, Marco, Rodolfo, Beatrice, and Catherine, because they're not living properly. They're living with Eddie. That's the only problem. Well, they're not anymore because he's dead. But you know, the fact that in the end Eddie dies, I'm sure if there was to be like a sequel to this, it would have Marco and Rodolfo, Catherine and Rodolfo getting married, and everything would be fine. But while Eddie's having turmoil with himself, they're all going crazy, and Alfieri is the only one that can stop it, and he tried his best. And for that, I think Alfieri is my favourite character in the play, and hopefully that might have opened your eyes a little bit more. I'm sorry if it wasn't as useful as it could have been. It's quite difficult to like write a script for this, because you sort of go off track a bit, you know, trying to be a complete and utter idiot, make people laugh, which is my middle name. And if you want me to do any more stupid videos, leave a comment below. Like, I don't know, I'll do a proper vlog one day, not a revision vlog. You've got to tell me what to do though. And if you're showing this in class to your pupils, I suggest you stop it about a minute ago, or stop it now, because I'm going to do some shout outs to some people. I'm not doing any shout outs, I really can't be bothered. So, you know, goodbye.